But it was a really good experience for Besiktas fans, and also to be in the list of trending
Clubs.
in the world football and European football. So that was really exciting days.
Yeah, but this marketing campaign I think has fizzled out, and now like people are not aware or don't talk about Besiktas so much as they were doing 3 to 4 years ago. Firstly, why has this like just fizzled out?
Yeah,
What was the reason?
in football, now everything is on the pitch. So if you cannot win on the pitch, it doesn't make sense. So of course, the management, the board, and the whole European leading teams are just making new business plans, new business strategies, also to find new resources for profit, and especially in the now we are having a digital transformation for the whole European clubs are affected by it, and the clubs are just trying to implement their new strategies in a both short and long term. So I think because of the pitch performance, we cannot hear anything positive or anything special about Beşiktaş.
Yeah.
That is the main reason that with the globalization and internalization effect. So you can find and you can join any kind of story. So as soon as possible, you are a fan or you are just wondering anything special. It doesn't mean it has to be in Turkey or England, in Italy, in Egypt. It doesn't matter if you have a passion, if you are a huge fan of any organization, you have to follow the news trends and everything about, because it's really changing. Everything is changing suddenly. We are having we are not used to that kind of quick changes. I mean, I'm not. Maybe you are more ready than me. Yeah, but last 10 years or after the effect of Instagram and social media and all these channels, it's really important to exchange the ideas that your club, your identity, your philosophy, the structure that what you want to show in the platform, in the social media. So it's a clear copy of what you have and what you have not. So I think Beşiktaş communication department, the previous board, was really successful about it.
Yeah.
And these are the campaigns that we are talking about, the success of this during that period management. But now it's all about the on pitch success. So yeah, we have Başakşehir now, and they are in the top stage now. So if you want to be on the top stage, you have to get the success to, get the championship in Turkish Super League. And nowadays it's not easy because the competition with the teams in the league, it's really hard. The squads, the power of the teams are so close to each other. So that's why Fenerbahce is not haven't won the league since 10 years. So it's not easy to make it possible to be a champion in Turkey. It's a long journey, especially this season is 42 weeks. Yeah, 40 matches they are going to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just mentioned Fenerbahce, so which obviously brings us to the topic of rivalries. Firstly, the three big clubs in Istanbul: Besiktas, Fenerbahce, Galatasaray. You already mentioned Fenerbahce, your mother's club, but how intense actually are these derbies, are these rivalries in Turkey? Like, do the people, the fans of these clubs, really hate each other, and to what extent do they hate each other? How intense is it, and in what way?
Yeah, Turkish derbies, Istanbul derbies especially, special derbies for the fans. and also one of the leading derbies in the world. I mean, the fans in Turkey is really dependent on the success and not just on the success of their team. It's like an identity belonging to any kind of organization. It's really attractive and it's really important for the society. So main reason behind it for the derbies, especially if a derby is being played in Turkey in that time, that day, everything is stopped in Istanbul.
Yeah.
All the traffic, all the in the environment, everything is affected by the derby. So this is the main reason, the passion, and also impressive style of shows. Of course, yeah, Galatasaray Fenerbahçe derbis is really high pressure match that you have to live it. I think it's one of the 100 things that you have to do, especially when we talk about football. You have to visit a derby in Istanbul.
Yeah.
Maybe I can lead you.
Of
We
course.
can go to Besiktas Fenerbahçe or Besiktas Galatasaray derby or Fenerbahçe Galatasaray.
Yeah, I would love to do that. So thanks for the invitation. But in your eyes, who for you is a more direct rival? Is it Fenerbahce or is it Galatasaray?
I think it's changed for the each Besiktas fan.
Okay.
For me, I enjoy it a lot to beat Fenerbahçe rather than Galatasaray. But
Why is that?
not sure about it because in the 19th, Besiktas was really clear favorite of the Fenerbahçe derbies. Each time Besiktas wins, just imagine that you are playing a derby, but you are so comfortable in terms of whatever happens inside your team, you go to match and you win, always win. So Besiktas was, I don't know, some derbies are has an atmosphere like that. Yeah, in England, in Spain, everywhere in the world. But Galatasaray, for the Galatasaray side part, Galatasaray is the first Turkish team who won a cup in Europe. So this is a milestone for Turkish football. They won Super Cup also, UEFA Cup in the 2000s. The UEFA Cup was a bit different than we are living now. In the 2000s, it was not easy. Again, of course, to be in during the recent years, it's not easy, of course. But I don't know the how to say it. The excitement or the achievement was not the same. The feeling was not the same. In the 19s and 2000s, if you watch a game, you feel better this feeling. So Galatasaray is the first team to win a cup. So because of their success, maybe of course it's really cool to beat Galatasaray on the stadium. I had so many good memories, but it changed, as I said, yeah, from people to people. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, of course. But do you remember which is your best memory of Besiktas Galatasaray and Besiktas Fenerbahce? And also, is it like home? Is it in the home stadiums or is it been in the away stadiums?
Yeah, I have in my memories, yeah, Beşiktaş against Galatasaray.
But then, having spoken about all this, as fans, we naturally have certain expectations from our club and how the club is run. And we always think that, okay, we can do a better job than the people who are in the management position. Which brings me to the question like, firstly, what are the short term and the long term goals in your eyes for Besiktas at the moment?
Yeah, short term could be around 1 to 3 years for me. For a club, for a management of any kind of sports organization. Long term should be about your identity, about what comes to people's mind if they talk about your team. So it's kind of reputation. So should be should give clear ideas about your reputation and everything. And for the Besiktas side, the new management, current management is just responsible for fixing the problems, and it's not easy to make it in a short period, but they are trying, working a lot, I know. But at the same time, you have to be champion because when you get the championship opponent, you go to Champions League and you
Yeah.
got money.
Yes.
So
Naturally.
yeah, if you cannot go to Champions League, your financial part of the team, part of the company, whatever it is, it's
It's
not
suffering.
sufficient.
Yeah. But this season they are going to be playing in the Europa League, yeah? As we speak, they've made it to the knockout stages of the Europa League. Or no?
Besiktas is not playing Europa League. They have been eliminated, yeah, against PAOK this season, the early August or early September,
Okay.
and so it was the before the season starts.
This season they lost in the qualifying round
Yes,
to Rio Ave.
yeah.
Oh God,
So
that is humiliating.
full of success of loss.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah. And what would you say is the long-term goal?
for the long term goal, of course, the whole system, the whole management system should change. Of course, you have to.
When does Besiktas have these board presidential elections? Every 4 years or every 5 years?
It depends depending on the current president.
Okay.
Sometimes the presidents are just running away from the club because they have so much pressure
Yeah.
on their side.
But the new management came in 2019.
Yeah, last
Okay.
year.
Okay. Cool.
So the duration is
So
really wide.
what should be the goal for them? Can you win the league again in the next 5 years? Especially
In
with
long term, yeah, I think Turkish football dynamics are really suddenly changing. But you feel at the beginning or in the middle of the season, you just think about, hey, this team is going to win the league this season. But after 2 months, everything changes. So it's like where it comes from, a window weather,
yeah.
just changing a lot of dimensions, a lot of pressures, a lot of politics, a lot of financial current past relations. So it's not just typical European side. We are not talking about Bundesliga or Premier League. So this is what makes how to say it, what makes special. I'm talking about the both good and bad sides, bad things about bad facts about the Turkish league and also the management. So in long term, yeah, of course you have to be sustainable in terms of finance and everything, because you cannot survive 5 years in a row. You start a campaign, donation campaign, and this is non-stop organization. Just imagine that in every 5 years, you make an organization, you start a new journey. Hey, we are getting donations from the fans, and fans are not really focusing on just on donations. I mean, they are not happy to see the same scenario in exactly 5 years in a row. So you have to change the whole organization. Then you don't have to get difficulties from properly.
Now I want you to like position yourself in the management, yeah, in the management board. What are the things you could possibly improve at Besiktas at the moment? And what are the suggestions you can give to the present board about the changes they could make for the better?
First of all, believe me, it's really not easy to manage any kind of sports organization, any clubs such as Besiktas or any kind of Bundesliga team. Really, it's really easy to talk about, hey, you can do it, guys. Why don't you do it? No, man, this is not working.
Okay.
So, of course, you have to be smart. You have to find a solution in any kind of resources. You have to create new resources, especially during this time after COVID or during the COVID-19. The clubs are reshaping their management, and the clubs who are waking up early and who finds new strategic ways, new partnerships, new resources for the digital transformation is reserved first. Who wakes up first? Who reserve first? So, what is behind Başakşehir's success? They are being managed really good 6 or 7 businessmen.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to dive into the politics, but they are modern and reshaped
Yes.
organization, and they know the necessity of the clubs, precaution, measurement of everything. I mean, in terms of getting to success, and in these days, the communication way that you are involved with your fans is really important, because the brands are just like an ordinary person, just like our friends, and Bundesliga teams. Leverkusen, I like them a lot. For example,
Yeah.
there are so many role model teams, role model companies in
Yes.
Germany, in Europe,
Yes.
especially. Red Bull is implementing the same thing, and also why we are admire of them, not just for the colors. I mean, it's like literally, we are not a huge fan of their colors, because we like the way that they are being managed, and also this is the new way.
Yeah, how
Every
they're
club,
implementing the strategy.
yes, every club should change their functions, their not identity, but the way of the operating the whole management, the whole system.
Yeah, of course it is difficult, but do you think there's this mind-blowing idea in your mind that you could suggest or that you could use to improve the ongoings at Besiktas at the moment?
Yeah, I hope I can be a part of Beşiktaş management in someday. I think for my area, I'm just a bit close to marketing
Yeah.
side, and also the communication side. So you have to use the whole resources that during the management days of that you're operating the club. So I don't know. I don't have an exactly plan, or just if I get a chance to work in Beşiktaş, I cannot just now say, hey, I will change this suddenly.
Yeah.
Nothing comes to my mind, but of course, it's really nice. I mean, it's really cool to work at a club that you're supporting.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest fear is that you are a part of the board, you are part of the management, and then you take some steps that are not helpful to your club you like, and that is like a nightmare. But your wholehearted intention is to do the best for the club because it's a club you love.
Of course, and also most of the management,
Yeah.
the people are.
It is support.
Yeah. Of course, and then many of the other teams also.
I see. And then, so finally, to conclude, I just want to ask, what is your expectation for this season and also hopefully the next 18 months when the world is almost like evolving to another stage? So, what do you think Besiktas can, or where do you think Besiktas can go or reach in the next 18 months?
It's really hard to answer in a minute, because just after COVID-19, all the Beşiktaş has really huge problems now. So in short term, I think they are going to solve the problem, all the financial problems and also management problems. But
Yeah.
it's not easy. Of course, it will take time. But for the long journey, I think the whole Istanbul clubs and also Turkish league teams should reshape their structure, and you have to be ready for the any kind of new innovative ways of operating club. You have to have a really different approach, different vision, mission, because it's not just about talking. Talking is free, but doing a real business in the organization of any kind of organization of sports club really takes time.
Rome was not built in one day.
Yeah,
Neither will Besiktas be built in one
you
day.
have to be patient. You have to be clear ideas. You have to be smart, and also different solution. You have to be problem solver. and it's not easy. I know it's not easy. And also, let me ask you any question about Besiktas.
Of course.
Have you ever watched a game of Besiktas?
Yeah, Besiktas was playing Liverpool in this Europa League that season. Oh my God. I mean, it was such a torturous watch for me.
Which match? 2-1
No, the
game?
penalties one.
Penalties one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was just no way to break your defense, and it was such a frustrating game. So I mean, and it was also during that time when Besiktas were almost like reaching their potential, because I think this was the last season for Village, and then
Yeah.
you guys started, or you guys won the league for the next 2 years. So it was a tough time to play you guys. So that was the only Besiktas game that I have watched, and it was a frustrating watch, and also not a good viewing when you lose to in penalties, especially at Ataturk, where I thought that okay,
But
this
you
is
have a good memories
yeah,
also.
this is Liverpool's this is Liverpool's ground. This is where we won the Champions League. So okay, it's just Besiktas. We should get through, but that was not the case. But
Yes,
yeah,
do you remember the last player who missed the last penalty?
I think it was Dejan Lovren.
Yes, Laurel, I know.
Yeah,
Yes, perfect. And Brendan Rodgers was in charge of
yeah,
Liverpool, and Sturridge, Balotelli, Sterling, that squad,
yeah. I mean,
And this is unbelievable. Just 5 or 6 years ago, I'm going to I'm going to tell you the squad: Mignolet, Lauren,
oh
Toure,
God,
Skirtle,
don't.
Allen,
You're torturing. You're killing
Jordan
me.
Ibe. You remember Jordan Ibe, Moreno, Balotelli,
You're killing me.
Sterling.
You're killing me. Oh
What
God.
is this?
Oh my
It's
God.
trouble.
Yeah.
It's really clear that you're going to have a trouble, especially any kind of aways in like Istanbul.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that those days are behind us, and now.
And Adam Lallana.
Okay, let's forget about that. And on that note, I would like to thank you, Hassan. Thanks for coming here.
Pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, Shub.
And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you for tuning in. You can give us a review on Google or Apple Podcasts, or follow us on Spotify. You can also follow us on Instagram at sports.tales. We release an episode every Wednesday. I hope you are doing well, you guys are healthy, your family is healthy, and